Hello everyone. Welcome back to EduTap. Am I audible and visible to all of you? Please confirm in the chat box. Yes, good morning. Good morning, all of you. Is my screen visible? And we are conducting this class for YouTube students also. But on YouTube, we will conduct only 2 live classes, not all. This live class is conducted on YouTube just to let students know that how we teach in the live classes of EduTap. Okay. Yes, good morning to all of you. And is my voice clearly audible to the students who are joining on YouTube? Cool. So I have checked, everything is working. So let's start within 1 minute. As discussed yesterday also, we will start by 7:33 sharp. Okay, cool. How many of you are reading? Paul, you can submit your request on hello@edutap.co.in because it's not my domain to name the videos. We have a dedicated support team. They generally do the naming convention. Okay, so drop your mail on hello@edutap.co.in. They will assist you over there. Okay, so let's start now. Enough of waiting. So today we are starting the live class number 1 of management for the batch of RBI Grade B 2025. So let's do the Sri Ganesh of the first chapter, which is motivation part 1. Now many students ask us that why we have divided motivation into 2 different parts. See, the simple logic is that this chapter needs to be studied in 2 parts. There is first part which we'll discuss with basic theories, and then there is a second part which will have multiple modern theories. So in the first part, we will build your basics, that what is motivation, how come a person be motivated by a manager, and all those stuff. Okay, so let's start now. In this particular class, I will try to go slow. I will try to make sure that all the concepts are clear to you. Let's start. Now, if you see the syllabus, this is your syllabus, which I have taken the screenshot from. And if you see today, we are trying to cover some part of motivation, which is highlighted in green over here. Okay. So this is the part of syllabus which we are covering. And to cover this particular part of your syllabus, I will be taking the help of 3 headings only. Okay. So in motivation, there are only 3 headings which you have to remember. First is the basics. Second is the content theories of motivation. And the third one is process-based theories. Now, do not worry. I will tell you what is the meaning of content, what is the meaning of process. But right now, I'm just setting the base of the class that wherein I will be moving from. Okay. So first, I will start from basics of motivation. Okay. Yesterday also, I've told you that we will start from basics and then we will go to the advanced level questions also and multiple other things, right? So let's start with the basics of motivation. Now, whenever you start something from a basic thing, you have to remember the definition. Okay. Now, what is motivation? See, multiple scholars, even you or me, my friends, your friends, can define motivation in their own versions. Motivation क्या होता है? What is the definition of motivation? Can be like it can be defined in 1,000 ways. But the most general and the most acceptable definition around the world, around the management community, is this. Motivation is defined as a process that initiate, guides, and maintain goal-oriented behavior. Now let's try to do a word-by-word approach for this particular definition. Motivation is defined as a process. Motivation is defined as a process. Process means what? That there is a series of steps. Motivation is not a one-shot activity. Motivation will include series of steps. Okay, first you complete step number 1, then you complete step number 2, then you go to 3, then you go to 5, then you go to 4, sorry, then you go to 5. So it's like a process which you have to follow. Okay, it's not like ki chutki bajaye aur kaam ho gaya. It's not like a one shot activity. Okay, so motivation is defined as a process that initiate, guides, and maintain goal oriented behavior. First, understand the meaning of goal oriented behavior. Currently, in my live class, I can see there are almost like 150 plus students. All these 150 plus student is currently following one goal. What is that particular goal? To become an RBI Grade B officer in the year 2025. Okay, so you are having a goal oriented behavior. You would have waked up at early morning, you would have done your morning stuff, and then you join this live class, right? So this is known as goal oriented behavior. I have an acronym for it. This is also known as GOB. GOB. GOB stands for what? Goal oriented behavior. Now, suppose you attend the live class today, you go back to your home, you will do your homework. So that doing of homework also is a goal oriented behavior. Anything which pushes you towards your goal. What is your goal? To become a manager at RBI, right? Anything which pushes you towards your goal will be classified as what? It will be classified as goal oriented behavior. As simple as that. I again repeated in Hindi. जो भी आप करो अपने गोल को अचीव करने के लिए, that is known as goal oriented behavior. Okay, so this is what your goal oriented behavior is. Now, if you see the definition, it is the process that initiate means to give an initial start. Okay, initial start can be given by notification of RBI. It can be given by 2024 results. Initiation means to start the bike. It's like to put the ignition. Okay, engine start karna. So that is known as initiation. Okay, guides basically means to tell the path that where I have to walk. For example, once you thought that I have to become a manager at RBI, you guided yourself that yes, I will purchase the course of EduTap. I will not purchase the course of XYZ Institute. I will go with EduTap because EduTap is all the good things. Okay, so you guided yourself that yes, I have to go there and I have to study from the teachers of EduTap. Maintain means consistency. For example, this is a journey of 100 plus live classes, right? The phase 2 wala. This is a journey of 100 plus live classes. So you will have to join the live class daily. You will have to join the live class daily. Now, this is known as what? This is known as your maintaining. This is where your discipline will come into the picture. So I again repeat, motivation is defined as a process. It's a series of steps that initiate. It will give you initial reaction, initial start, I would say. Then it will guide you that what is good and what is not good. And it will, once you have guided yourself, you will have to maintain it also. Many students, almost from 100, if I take all the students as 100, almost like 2 to 3% will maintain the goal oriented behavior. Not everyone, because maintaining is subse difficult. Maintaining the goal oriented behavior is the most difficult thing, right? You will purchase the course, you will start your initial reaction, or you will make an initial reaction, you will guide yourself, but you will never be able to maintain it. Why? Because some people lack consistency. Okay, so this is what the definition of motivation is. I again repeat, and you will have to remember it, because whenever you write a descriptive answer related to management, you have to give a standard definition. Okay, now yes, you can remember thousands of definition. I don't care which definition you are remembering. Okay, but this is the most journal and the most easiest one. I again repeat, motivation is defined as a process which initiates, maintains, and guides your goal-oriented behavior. For example, motivation explains us what causes us to act. Okay, whether it is getting a glass of water to reduce thirst or reading a book to gain knowledge. Now, once you are having a glass of water to reduce your thirst, what is your goal-oriented behavior? That you will go into your kitchen, you will open the tap, you will take the water, and then you will drink it. So your goal over here is what? To reduce the thirst. Mind you, my friend, whenever there is no goal, there is no need of motivation. If goal exists, then only we will talk about motivation. And motivation is not a one-shot activity. It is a process. What is the process? This I will let you know in the upcoming slides. But right now, motivation is not a one-shot activity. This you have to remember. I hope this is very much clear to you. Now, there are three important elements which you can remember for your descriptive answers also. Okay, these three are willingness, intense effort, and persistent effort. Persistent effort basically means that you are maintaining your goal-oriented behavior. Persistence effort basically means that you are maintaining your goal-oriented behavior. Intense effort basically refers to your initiation. For example, today if you see how many students are there, 170 plus students. 170 plus students are listening to me. But I can guarantee you, once I cross journal management, once I reach to ethics, hardly some 80 to 100 students will be there. Why? Because currently you all have that intense effort that RBI ke liye padhna hai, we have to become an RBI Grade B manager. Today is the first class and all that blah blah stuff. But if you see, this particular behavior will not be maintained. Initial behavior can be maintained by anyone, like joining the live class, listening to the teacher. That is your intense effort. The first thing, it's like a kind of a spike. It's a kind of a spike, but persistent effort basically means what? To continue this particular spike, to not let this particular spike fall. Okay. For example, once the notification will release, many students will have the spike that yes, we have to study for RBI. It's a glamorous job and all that blah, blah stuff. So they are having intense effort, But will they able to continue it? No. Only some students will be able to continue this particular intense effort. And this continuing is known as what? It is known as your persistent effort. This particular first side is known as what? Your intense effort. Intense effort यानी पहले दिन आपने कितना काम किया. Okay. And persistent effort means that how you are continuing that particular work. आप कैसे उसे maintain कर रहे हो for future. If you see, the first point is related to willingness. Willingness basically means that yes, you are ready to start the process. Willingness basically means that yes, I want to become a manager at RBI. So you all would have willingness. You all would have done the intense effort, but only few will be able to do the persistent effort. This persistent effort is basically your maintenance. Intense effort is basically your initiation, and willingness is basically that yes, you want to start the process of motivation. That's it. Okay, so this is the definition which you have to remember. Tomorrow also I will discuss this definition. I will ask you to type this definition in the chat box, so you will have to remember it. Okay, and do not use this GOB in your answers. This I have just told to you so that you can remember it. Okay, 3 important elements. I hope this is also very much clear to you. Now allow me to move ahead. Now there are 3 important terms. Like, see, elements are basically ingrained in the definition. Terms are surrounded to it. Okay, basically these two are like different, I would say, what concepts which you have to remember. Now there are 3 important terms also which is associated to motivation. That are motive, motivators, and motivating. Motive is nothing. It is just your need. It is just your need. Need. Something which is lacking in you is your motive. Something which is lacking in you is your motive. Something which you want to become is your motive. For example, currently, let's say Jalasar is unemployed. I want to become a teacher at EduTap. So this teacher at EduTap is my motive. Now, whenever I say motive, you have to remember it as need. You have to remember it as goal also. All these 3 terms on a large means the same. Motive is equals to your need is equals to your goal. आप इनको synonym भी बोल सकते हो. So motive is basically the inner state which is lacking in me. For example, I'm feeling hungry right now. So this is my motive. I can satisfy my motive by eating a pizza, by eating a burger, by eating paranthas. So that, my friend, is known as what? Motive. I hope it's very much clear to you. Next you have is motivator. Motivator is anything which will satisfy your motive. Motivator is that particular thing which will satisfy your motive. For example, currently I am feeling hungry. Now feeling hungry is my goal, is my motive, is my need. Okay. But if I satisfy my need by having a burger, then this burger will be known as what? This burger will be known as motivator. For example, currently I am unemployed. Assume that I am unemployed. I am looking for a job. So this unemployment is my motive. This unemployment is my motive. But if I get a job, this job will be known as what? Whatever job I will be getting, this will be known as motivator. So you can just remember, motive is something which you want. Something which you want. Motivator is something which will satisfy your want. Motive यानी क्या हुआ कि आपके अंदर कुछ lack हो रहा है, आपके अंदर कुछ कमी है. Motivator is that particular thing जो उस कमी को पूरा कर देगा. I again repeated English. Motive is something which will show that yes, something is missing in you, but that something will be fulfilled by a motivator. So motivator will satisfy your motive, as simple as that. And last but not the least is your motivating. Motivating is basically your journey. It's basically a process. You say, right, motivating process. I am motivating someone. So motivating is the series of steps. It's like a process which you will ingrain in yourself, which you will start in yourself. So motivating is basically a process. It's basically a journey. It's basically a journey from your motive to your motivator. So this particular journey or the process will be known as what? Motivating. That I am motivating someone. मैं उसके process में डाल रहा हूँ या डाल रही हूँ. Okay, so this is what your motive, motivator, and motivating is all about. Now, whenever you are writing your answers related to descriptive of management, if you are struck that I am not able to get word limit, I am not able to fulfill the word limit, all that stuff, then you have to use this particular folder material also. Definition, everybody will remember, but these 3 important elements and 3 important terms which are associated to motivation will allow you to fulfill that word limit. It will allow you to fill that gaps also. Moving ahead. Now, don't worry, I will give your time. I will give you enough of time to ask your doubts, but currently allow me to explain the basics. Okay. Now comes the process of motivation. Process of motivation, I have in the first, I would say slide only, I have told you that motivation is a process. It's not a one-shot activity. So let's see what is the process. See, there are 5 basic steps. although this process is widely followed, this is not the best, I would say, the process which you will see for motivation. Many people, like endless people, have counted on the subject of motivation, and they have given their multiple views related to motivation. But this process, which is now coming on your screen, is the most accepted one. First is the need. Now tell me, is this need my motive or not? All the 180 plus students, can I call this particular need as my motive? Tell me, yes or no? And to YouTube students also, if you are attending the class, can I write it? Yes, definitely. Nobody will say no. Why? Because this need is my motive. This I can also call as my goal. And in the very first, I would say what point only I told you that if there is no goal, then there is no need of motivation. गोल नहीं है तो मोटिवेशन नहीं है, गोल है तो ही मोटिवेशन होगा, राइट? सो यू स्टार्ट विथ समथिंग विच इज लैकिंग इन यू. So you can call this particular need as motive, or you can call this as goal also. I have no issues with that. Okay. Now, this particular need will create tension in you. By tension, I mean that this will create a kind of an anxiety in you. Anxiety as in that it will unsettle you. Like currently, let's assume that I am unemployed. I am unemployed. Now, once you are unemployed, you will have negative thoughts in you, right? That many of my friends are earning. I am sitting in the home. I'm not doing anything extra. I'm just a piece of shit. Like that, all the stuff, right? So this is all tension which is running in you. Tension is basically that particular state which will unsettle you. You will never be able to focus on some things, right? So this is known as tension. Now, to satisfy this particular tension, because you cannot remain into tension for long, right? For example, if I'm unemployed, if I be unemployed for all the life, then definitely there will be some extreme steps which I will have to take, right? But if I am in tension, I can reduce this tension with my goal oriented behavior. Under this tension only, you will be like, I have to do something. For example, once the notification of RBI come, once the 2000 notification 2024 came, you would have seen that yes, I have a need that I have to switch my job, I have to get a job. Now that particular need created tension in you. You would have been scrolling on YouTube that what is the best course, what are the topper sayings and all that stuff. Now you are doing a goal oriented behavior. Goal oriented behavior basically means what? That you are engaging yourself to achieve your goal. To achieve your goal. Now, goal oriented behavior, as I have discussed, first you will initiate, then you will guide yourself, then you will maintain yourself. The first basic definition. So that initiation, guiding, and maintaining is happening in your goal oriented behavior. I hope you remember, right? The basic definition only. Okay. Now comes the final result. Now, many people ke liye need will be satisfied because they have got the job at RBI. But for many of them, need will not be satisfied. So what will happen in the fourth stage? You will share the results with you. Because see, once you do goal oriented behavior, a goal has a timeline, right? Like for example, I have to become an RBI Grade B officer in 2025, right? I have to become in 2025. So either you will become, either you will not become. And majority of time we take goal as a binary, either yes or no. ऐसा नहीं कि middle on the road लेके बैठ गए. Okay, so either you are selected, either you are not selected. Cool. So this is known as what? Need satisfaction or need not satisfied. For those for whom selection has happened, they will be on the seventh sky. They will be very much happy because they are now working in RBI. They are now working in the best institution of India. So that is known as need satisfaction. They will be very much happy and they will share a kind of a positive feedback. Positive feedback as in that they will tell to others also that I have followed this process, so you also follow it. For example, all the toppers of RBI who comes in EduTap, we conduct their interview. So they are giving a feedback to multiple people. They are giving multiple, I would say, views that what they did right and what they did wrong. Okay. And they will be internally very happy that yes, my need is satisfied. Now your tension will not be there. But the problem becomes more larger when your need is not satisfied. Once your need is not satisfied, you will share a kind of a negative feedback. Negative feedback as in that you will again have to start the process. Like many people who miss interview, they go into a state of tension that they will again have to start the process. They will again have to clear phase 1, then phase 2, and then interview again. So that's a kind of a negative feedback. Now, let's take one example also that how this particular process works. Okay. Ram wants growth. So this is the motive for Ram because Ram is looking for growth. Now Ram wants growth. I can call this as motive. I can also call it as what? I can also call it as goal or your need also. Okay. He will feel unsatisfied. Why? Because he is looking for growth. He is looking to climb up the ladder. But because of it, like because of multiple factors, he is not able to do so. Sometimes it happens, right, that you are looking for growth, but your manager or your boss is not supportive. Your boss is trying to push you backwards, not forward, right? So Ram wants growth. And because of this particular growth, he is feeling unsatisfied that he has to climb the corporate ladder. Okay. Now, this is where his goal-oriented behavior will start. He works hard to prove himself. So he would have initiated, guided himself, and maintained this particular, I would say, working hard behavior. So first three steps are very easy, that everybody will have need. Because of that particular need, everybody will have a tension. And to fulfill this particular tension, you will have to do a goal-oriented behavior. Okay. Now, if you see my friend over here, the result is shared with you. He merely get a 3% increment or increase in the salary. Need is not satisfied. So tell me, will he share a positive feedback or a negative feedback? Tell me, will he share a positive feedback or negative feedback? To all the YouTube students also, please tell me. He will definitely share a negative feedback. Negative feedback means that he will not be happy. He will not be happy. He will be like, oh shit, I have missed it. Oh shit, that, all that stuff, right? He will not be happy. So he will share that my need is not satisfied in a proper manner. So again, he will do what? He will again have to run the overall process. But my friend, there is a catch. There is a kind of a U-turn which you have to remember over here. See, once your need is satisfied, once you are sharing positive feedback, everybody is happy. Everybody, like topper is also happy, teachers are also happy, and everybody around you is happy because you have become an RBI Grade B manager and your need is satisfied, right? But once your need is not satisfied, once you share a negative feedback, there can be 5 consequences which you will see in your behavior. There are 5 consequences only in the case of negative feedback. What are these 5 consequences? Let's see. If consequences are not, sorry, if feedback is not provided in a proper manner, if feedback is negative, then you could see 5 behavior in a person. First 2 are very easy. Flight. Flight basically means what? That you leave the field altogether. Leave the field altogether means what? That you will be like, I do not care about RBI now. I do not care about office. I am just leaving. I am just moving outside this particular world. होता है ना भाड़ में गई दुनिया. That kind of stuff. Keep the world aside. I am moving outside. Simple. So this is known as flight. Flight is the most extreme step a person can take. For example, if somebody, like for example, a student XYZ is there. Okay, if student XYZ is there, he is not able to clear RBI even after giving 5 attempts. One more attempt is left, 6th, but he is getting frustrated. He left this particular preparation altogether and now he is doing something else. So this is known as flight, leaving the field altogether. Okay, in Hindi you can remember as भाड़ में गई दुनिया, मैं अपने रास्ते चल रहा हूँ. Okay, in English you have to remember it as leave the world outside. I am moving on a new path altogether. So if you take Ram, if you take the whole case of Ram over here, he can just say that I am leaving this organization because this organization is not made for me. So this is the first behavior which you have to remember, flight. Then you have what? Aggression. Aggression means gussa hona. Okay, aggression towards the source or aggression towards the others also. Like, see, what happens is generally we have seen that many people, once they are sad in office, once they are not able to get anything in the office, they come to the home and they try to do aggression towards their family members, right? They try to tell negative stuff to the family members. Okay, so that is known as aggression towards other. Aggression towards other. You are not showing your aggression towards the source. Source is basically that particular person because of which your need is not satisfied. For example, the student XYZ who is not cleared RBI in 5 attempts. Okay, if he is showing his anger towards the teacher, towards the EduTap, then this will be known as aggression towards the source. Okay, because he will say, because of EduTap, my selection was not able to happen. So that is known as aggression towards the source. But if he go back and if he just shouts at his mother, at his, I would say, sister, at his father, then this will be known as aggression towards the other. Okay, so aggression towards the other means what? That you are showing aggression towards the other parties, which are not even related to that particular content. Okay, like my father and mother, they were just supportive, but they are not directly related to my preparation. Okay, what was directly related? My EduTap journey. So if you are showing aggression towards EduTap, then this will be known as aggression towards the source, and baki ka aggression towards other. Now, for example, if Ram is not able to get the growth, if he is showing aggression towards his boss because his boss was not welcoming his suggestions, his boss was very kind of rude person, so this will be known as aggression towards the source. And if he is doing aggression towards the family members and his friends, then this will be known as aggression towards the other. Okay. Then you have apathy. Apathy is basically a situation of IDC. IDC means what? I don't care. It's like an acronym. You do not have to remember acronym. This is just a way via which you can remember the concept. Okay, because concept is the most fundamental thing. Apathy basically means that I am coming to the office. I am just preparing for RBI for the namesake purpose. For example, this XYZ student who was not able to clear RBI in the fifth attempt, he will prepare for the sixth one, but he is having a kind of an apathy institute. He is having a kind of an apathy behavior. He does not care that whether the result in the sixth attempt will be good or not. Apathy means I don't care. Simple. For example, Ram. Ram, he will share a negative feedback. He can follow apathy. Apathy means what? That Ram will come to the office, but he is just coming to the office for namesake purpose. He is not interested in the job anymore. So if you are doing anything just for the sake of it, just for the kind of a behavior, just because you want to do it, just because of time pass, just because of anything else, that will be known as apathy. Okay. Last but not the least is rationalization. Rationalization basically means that you will take the blame on yourself. You will take the blame on yourself. For example, this XYZ student who was not able to clear the fifth, who was not able to clear RBI in the fifth attempt, he will say that I think I am the most unluckiest one and I didn't have done the efforts which was required to become a manager at RBI. So he will take the blame on himself. For example, if Ram, who was looking for growth, he was not able to get the growth. So he will say what? That I am a bad employee. My boss is a very good employee. Because of me only, because of my bad efforts only, I was not able to do it. So I again repeat, once your feedback is negative, once your feedback is negative, you will have 5 behaviors in you. And this is standardized. You cannot add 6th one. Okay, because this is given in theory. LM Prasad. Okay. Now, once you have a negative feedback, either you will do flight. Flight means what? To leave the world altogether, and I will walk on the new path. Okay. Apathy means what? That I do not care. I am just doing it for namesake purpose. Aggression. Aggression can be towards the source and towards the other also. Okay. And last but not the least is your rationalization, wherein you will take the blame on yourself. You will become unhappy and you will say, okay, it's my mistake. As simple as that. Okay. So these are the consequences of your, I would say what, of your non-satisfaction of a need. Okay. So please let me know if you have any doubts. And yes, do remember that you have to ask your doubts. Everything clear till now? All clear? If it is clear, then give me a thumbs up in the chat box. Everybody, you know, my friends, I need participation in my class. If you are not participating, then you are as good as a couchy potato, which I generally do not prefer. All of you. I'm waiting for 100 more replies. Then only I will move ahead. Because afterwards you will say, sir ने doubts नहीं लिए, sir ने ये नहीं करा, वो नहीं करा. Can you explain motivating again? Motivating is basically a journey which you will take from need to the need satisfaction. Okay, for example, currently you are motivating yourself because you have a need that I have to become a manager at RBI. Once you become a manager, this whole journey is known as what? Motivating. You are motivating yourself. Okay. Aggression can be internalized. Yes, it can be. Cool. So can you please show me a slide? Don't worry, UG, you will get the PDF of this class in your course. So wahan se you can see it. Cool. I'm able to see thumbs up. Difference between apathy and flight. Apathy basically means what? Apathy basically means that you do not care. You are still in the office, but you are working for namesake purpose. You are still in the office, but you are not interested in the office. Flight means that you are quitting altogether. You are not present in the office now. So flight means to walk away. Apathy means that you are still over there, but you are not interested in the job. I have explained apathy one more time, sir. Aggression towards the competitor. Competitors will be considered as your others. Okay. Just provide a small summary of basic of motivation that we will do once we are revising. What definition to write? This I have discussed. Motivation is a process which initiate, maintain, and guide your goal-oriented behavior. Simple. So if there is a process where a person whose need is not satisfied tries again, yes, this is the overall process which he will again continue because his need is not satisfied till now. So he will again continue this entire process. Yes, there can be multiple motivators, like there can be 2 goals also, but for that 2 goals, you will be running different process. Please switch off your cameras if that is disturbing. Yes, goal and motive is same. Yes, you can put Prachi, you can put your examples. Chaliye, enough of doubts, let's move ahead. So motivating की definition, motivating is your, I would say, what process, which, or it's like a kind of your journey. It's a kind of a journey from which you start at motive and it will end once your motivators are achieved. Okay. ये psychologically होगा. Psychological is something which is running in your mind. Okay. Now allow me to move ahead to again different small headings, which is related to basics. Okay. I have taken multiple doubts. Thoda bahut I will do it in the end. Now, when it comes to the basics of motivation, now we are continuing this heading only. So till now we have seen the definition, the elements, the terms, we have seen the process also. Now we are starting with the types of motivation. Now there can be three types of motivation. Now three types of motivation means what? That there can be three ways via which you can categorize that why you are getting motivated. Okay. So first is positive or negative. Second is basic and learned. Third is your intrinsic and extrinsic. Basic, positive and negative motivation. Just give me a sec. I think there is some issue over here. Just give me a sec, okay? Chaliye, now I think we are good to go. Now, when it comes to positive and negative motivation, see, positive motivation is basically impelling you to do something good. I will explain you how. See, read the example which I'm like extrapolate the example which I'm giving to you. I want to become RBI Grade B officer because I want to add social security in my life. I want to become a RBI Grade B officer because I want to get cash, a huge amount of salary. I want to become an RBI Grade B officer because I will get social reputation also. So if you are adding something, if you are adding something desirable in your life, that is known as positive motivation. That is known as positive motivation, impelling for something good. For example, you go to work because you like friends, you like the environment in your office. So you are going to the work because you are adding a kind of a good friendship behavior in your office. Okay. So impelling for something good, or you are, I could say that you are trying to add something desirable in your life. If that is the case, then it will be known as positive motivation. Okay. Negative. Negative motivation is just vice versa of positive. Negative motivation basically means that you are removing something obnoxious. You are removing something which is very bad from your life. For example, I want to become an RBI Grade B officer because I want to remove poverty from my life. So you are removing something. I want to become an RBI Grade B officer because I want to remove the tag of unemployment from my life. So if you are removing something, then my friends is negative. But if you are adding something which is desirable in your life, then it will be known as positive. Okay. You go to work because otherwise you will become poor. So you want to remove this poverty state. That's why you are going to your work. So that, my friend, will be known as negative motivation. If I ask you this question, please use your common sense and then answer. I want to reduce my weight because I want to look handsome. This is positive or negative motivation? Tell me. Use your mind before you answer. I want to become slim because I want to look handsome. This, everybody is saying positive. Everybody, right? It is positive. Okay. But if I say I want to become slim so that I can remove the heart diseases or any other disease which is related to the obesity, then this will be known as what? This will be known as negative. So the same statement can be positive also and it can be negative also, providing that if you are adding, then it's positive. If you're removing, then it's negative. Clear, everybody? I hope it is. Please explain again. Okay. Positive is something which you will add. Add means what? That you are adding something desirable in your life. Negative means what? That you are removing something bad from your life. Both the positive and negative motivation will push you towards your goal. Do remember this. Both positive and negative motivation will push you towards your goal. For example, I want to become a manager at RBI because I need to get a good salary. I need to get I need to get a salary of more than 25 lakhs per annum. So if you are adding this thing in your life, this is a good thing, right? So that will be known as positive. Cool. And this will push you towards your goal. To push you, this will push you towards your goal, right? And negative means what? that I want to become an RBI Grade B officer because I want to remove poverty from my life. So this negative motivation will also push you. It's not like that negative motivation will push you back. Rather, both will push you towards your goal. So you can have positive also and negative also depending upon you as a person. Cool. So this is what I would say what types of motivation is all about. Okay. To avoid health issues is a good thing, right? Then no, to avoid health issues which are related to, I would say what now you are seeing it as a positive. So I again said to you that if you are removing something from your life which is very bad, then it's a negative motivation, not positive. Okay. And mind you, both negative and positive will push you. So if you want to become slim because you are removing something, then this will be negative. And yes, negative motivation will push you towards your goal. That is the whole story which you have to remember. Now it comes to the second type, which is learned and basic motives. Okay. Which motivation is stronger, positive or negative? That depends upon a person. Okay. There is no fixed answer to it. There is no patthar ki lakir which I can draw over here. Okay. So it depends upon person. Some people will be motivated because of salary. So they are motivated because of salary. Some people will be motivated because they want to remove poverty. So that will be a negative motivation. Okay. Which motivation is stronger? That depends upon person to person. Now coming to what? Now coming to basics and learn motive. Now see, there can be two types of motives. Now there can be two types of motive means what? There can be two types of need. First is your basic need and the second one is your, I would say, learn need. Basic motives are those motives which are common to animal as well as to human. For example, we feel hungry, animals also feel hungry. Simple. Okay, so if you are having a basic motive, then this will be there in your, I would say what? In your, I would say, animal also and in your human also. Learn motives are those motives which are only there for human beings. These are not there for animal. For example, have you seen an animal opening a book? No, right. Have you seen an animal looking for growth? No, right. Have you seen an animal looking for chasing its goal? No, right. So these are only common to human being. Okay. So learn motives are those motives which are only there for human being, and basic motives are those motives which are common to animals as well as to humans. Okay. So this was your second category. Third is intrinsic and extrinsic. See, intrinsic means something which is coming from inside. Something which is coming from inside. Extrinsic means something which is coming from outside. For example, I want to become a manager at RBI. I want to become a manager at RBI because I will get a huge amount of cash. I will be like Ambani's in 10 years. So that is extrinsic because money is extrinsic. But I want to become a manager at RBI. I want to become manager at RBI because I will get a sense of achievement. Sense of achievement as in that yes, I have done something in my life. Right? So this sense of achievement is intrinsic. For example, if I tell you that two people are playing, Ram and Sham. Ram and Sham are playing a match of football. Okay. Ram is motivated because he wants to win a trophy. Tell me whether it's intrinsic or extrinsic. Ram is motivated because he wants to win trophy. Intrinsic or extrinsic? अंदर से आया या बाहर से आया है? Yes, it will be extrinsic. बाहर से आया है. Okay, because trophy is external to you. It is not there in my, I would say, what stomach or in my body, right? So it will be extrinsic. It will be extrinsic. But if I say that Ram is playing a football match because he wants to be happy, he just wants to be fit, so that will be intrinsic. That will be intrinsic. For example, if I show you the same image, if Ram is playing football to win the trophy, if Ram wants to win a trophy, then definitely that is extrinsic. But if Ram is playing to win or to become happy, he's just playing to feel satisfied, then this will be intrinsic. So you just have to see the source over here. Source as in कि motivation कहाँ से आ रहा है, whether it's internal or external. If it is internal, then it 100% it will be intrinsic, and if it's extrinsic, then it will be outside. Okay. If you see basics and learn over here, we are trying to categorize whether it's common to animal or humans. Okay. And if you see the first category, positive and negative, are you adding something or are you removing something? So these are your different types of what? Types of motivation. Again, if I ask you one question, what is stronger, intrinsic or extrinsic? हाँ जी, आप प्रोस्पेक्ट के बेसिस पे ही रखेंगे रजत. ओके. यस. यस. which is more stronger? See, again, theory says that you cannot have a kind of a, I would say what? You cannot have a kind of a line over here that you will take intrinsic or extrinsic. But theory also says, the theory, or by which I mean, if you see the overall management books, intrinsic motivation will motivate you for a longer period of time. For a longer period of time. Extrinsic motivation will also motivate you, but it will motivate you for a shorter period of time. So this is also you have to remember. Again, we cannot say that intrinsic is more powerful than in extrinsic, right? We have a kind of a debate over here, and this debate is going in a kind of ages, right? Many people are becoming RBI Grade B officer because they want money. They want a huge salary from RBI, right? They are shifting from SBI to SEBI. They are shifting from SBI to RBI because RBI will offer them good opportunities, which SBI might not offer it, right? So this is extrinsic, right? And again, there is multiple debate is going on. So you do not have to take any sides over here. Even if you write your answers, try to be diplomatic. Diplomatic as in that I am not going on X, I am not going in Y. Yes, I am somewhere in the middle. But I have told to you that there is a clear cut, I would say, what point which says that intrinsic motivation will motivate you for a longer period of time, and extrinsic will motivate you for a shorter period of time. This is given in theory, which you have to remember. Okay, now that completes my heading number 1, which is, I would say, what basics of motivation. Everything clear till now? Please let me know in the chat box. To those students who are joining in YouTube, the only 2 classes are on live on YouTube. The rest will happen in the courses only through Zoom. Now, Nayan, you can make that particular example by you. See, the doubt is, sir, is intrinsic and positive motivation similar? See, they are like, you can draw some similarity, but I will advise you to read management as discrete. Discrete as in that positive motivation will add something in your life, which is good according to you. Intrinsic motivation is having motivation because of some internal source, something which is coming from your body. So I will not try to correlate it, because if I try to correlate it, then I will also have to present the differences, right? If I am telling you the similarities, then I also have to tell you the dissimilarities, which is a tough job to do, because these concepts are kind of complex. These concepts are kind of, I would say, interrelated. So kindly just remember this thing, that one concept is different from the other because of keyword. Because of keyword. Don't worry, we will do some questions also, so that you can understand that how to mark your answer. As simple as that. Okay, so now I'm moving to the second heading of the class, which is your motivational theories. Can I move ahead? Can I move ahead? So please explain learn motive. Learn motive is that particular motive which is only there in human beings and not in your animals. Okay, so for example, if you are looking for achievement, if you are looking for growth, so that is your learn motive. Can a single act of motivation be of multiple types? It can be, depending upon the example which you are giving. Okay, please explain positive and negative. This I have explained again, Piyush. I will request you to watch this video again once the recorded version is available. Chaliye. Now let's move forward in the class. Now we are seeing what motivational theories. Now definitely in this year paper also 2024, which is about to happen on 19th, if I'm not wrong, you will see a question from motivational theories, because this is a very hot topic. Now, motivational theories are divided into 2 categories, content and process. First, understand the meaning of content. Content-based theories are basically focusing on the specific needs and motives. In content-based theories, you will always see that a particular person has given you multiple needs. They have given you multiple needs. If you fulfill this particular need of a person, then the person will be motivated. For example, I am feeling hungry right now. I am feeling hungry right now. If I eat a paranta, definitely my hunger will be done. My hunger will be satisfied. So this is content. Content basically says that if you have a need, if you fulfill it, then definitely person will be motivated. Simple. Process-based theory says that we are not concerned about the need. Rather, we are concerned about that how a person is getting motivated. Process-based theories basically says that we are not concerned about the final outcome. We are concerned about the process which the person is opting for. For example, see, listen to the example because then only things will become clear. There are two individuals, A and B. Where is my marker? Yes. There are two individuals, A and B. Both are feeling thirsty. Both are feeling thirsty. A drinks Coca-Cola to satisfy his thirst. B drinks Pepsi to satisfy his thirst. Or you can say B drinks water to satisfy his thirst. A drinks Coca-Cola. Okay. Process-based theories will go into deep to understand that why did A drink Coca-Cola and why did B drink water to satisfy his thirst. We are not concerned that whether A or B have satisfied their thirst or not. Rather, we are going into the deeper reason that why these two different persons are opting for different drinks. But see that how content will work. Content will work like this. There are two people, A and B. A is feeling thirsty, B is also feeling thirsty. Content will say that A thirst will be satisfied if you give him Coca-Cola. B thirst will be satisfied if you give him water. That's it. You are not going into why, that why A is demanding Coca-Cola and why B is demanding water. In content, you just focus on the need. A को Coca-Cola चाहिए ताकि उसकी thirst satisfy हो जाए, उसे Coca-Cola दे दो. A is feeling thirsty, so give him Coca-Cola because A is like a different person. Same goes with B also. B is feeling thirsty because he needs water, so give him water. That's it. But process-based theories go ahead. They will satisfy your need. Mind you, both theories will satisfy your need. But process-based theories will understand that why this process is happening. Why this process is happening. Now, I will ask you one question. Let's see how many of you are attentive in the class. If I am focusing on only motivator, to which particular theory I am focusing on, content or process? Very good, Sushant. Very good. All of you, like multiple people are giving the right answer, so I will not take all the names. It is content. What is motivator? Something which satisfy your need, right? But if I say that I am focusing on motivating process, then to which particular theory I am referring to? Then I am referring to process. So this is how you have to bifurcate the difference. Okay. If you see those people who are appearing in this exam, definitely RBI has specifically given the theories which you have to cover. Content may we have Maslow and all that stuff. So we will cover that as per the syllabus. Now, just remember that yes, very good, Rajendra also. Now, when it comes to content and process, content-based theories are also known as need-based theories. These are also known as motives theory because you will try to satisfy motives. Okay. Or you should just remember that this is known as your traditional theories and I would say humanistic approach to motivation. These are focused on the needs and motives. So these are the three terms which you have to remember. Content is also known as traditional. It is also known as need-based theory or motive-based theory, or it is also known as humanistic approach to motivation. Why humanistic approach? Because this focuses on a specific need a person can have, a human can have. And why it is known as traditional? Because this was given way back, like in Baba Adam ke zamane ki theories hai ye. Okay, so that is your content-based theories. Process-based theories are also known as your contemporary as in modern theories. Contemporary as in your modern theories. So process-based theories are known as your modern theory or contemporary, whatever you want to call it as. In some books, it is also written that process-based theories are known as rational theories of motivation. Why rational? This I will let you know once I teach you process-based theories. But these are the terms which you have to remember. Even if you see the PPT, yep, and all these PPTs are prepared by Anchit sir, not by me, okay? So I'm using the same PPTs which are there in the course, in the recorded video, so that the content remains same. So content-based theories are also known as traditional theories, and process-based theories are also known as contemporary theories. As simple as that. Okay. And this is the point which you have to remember, that your content-based theories which are traditional in nature, these are known as need-based theories or humanistic approach to motivation. अब आप need को motive लिखो, goal लिखो, I don't care, but you have to remember it. Okay. So I again repeat the synonyms of content-based theories. Content-based theories are also known as traditional theories, humanistic approach to motivation, need-based theories, motive-based theories, goal-based theories. All the synonyms should be ingrained in your mind because then only you will become an expert in management. Okay. Now, these are the content-based theories which we will discuss in our today's class. First, we will discuss the famous one, Abraham Maslow motivational theory. Then we will discuss a copycatter theory, which is Clayton Alderfer theories of motivation. Then we will discuss my favorite theory, which is David McClelland theories of need. So till now, if you see I'm going very slow, I am discussing all the topics. So till now we will discuss, or right now in this particular class, I will discuss only 3 theories, and then we will discuss the next part in the tomorrow's class. Okay. So let's start with one of the famous theory of motivation, Abraham Maslow theory of motivation. Abraham Maslow, a very big name in the field of motivation. Every now and then, be it RBI, SEBI or PFRDA, they will ask a question of Abraham Maslow. One of the basic theory, let's cover it. Till now, if you have any doubt, then please let me know in the chat box. Clear, everyone? Give me a thumbs up in the chat box. Give me a thumbs up in the chat box so that I can start with content-based theories of motivation. Cool. Humanistic approach as in that it will care about the needs of a human. Simple. So that is what humanistic approach means. Chaliye. So now we are starting with content theories of motivation. Now, the very famous one, Abraham Maslow. Like even a student who is doing a basic graduation will know about Abraham Maslow theory of motivation. ये सबको पता होनी चाहिए. If you do Abraham Maslow, then your next theory is also covered up. Okay, so focus on Abraham Maslow with me. Now, Abraham Maslow, remember the full name. Abraham Maslow has given need hierarchy. Need hierarchy basically means that there are levels of need which are given. See, what is the meaning of hierarchy? Hierarchy basically means that you are having a kind of a priority order. For example, in EduTap, Anchit sir is the boss, then I am there, then I have 2 people who are working within me. So this is the hierarchy which we are following. Hierarchy basically means your chain of command. For example, I am responsible to Anchit sir. I am answerable to Anchit sir. These 2 people like James and Guru Simrat, they are responding to me. So this is known as hierarchy. This is known as hierarchy. In the same manner, our dear Maslow has given you hierarchy of what? Need. He has given a kind of a need hierarchy triangle. Okay, or you can call it as a staircase also. The first need a person will try to satisfy, according to Maslow, is your basic physiological needs. This is known as level 1 needs or the basic needs. Now, physiological needs basically include, in Hindi, there is one term, roti, kapda or makan. Roti means food, kapda means clothes, makan means shelter. So physiological needs are those needs which a person will satisfy on the very first day once he enter into the office. Isn't it? Once you join any office, the very first thing which you will look for is water. You will look for a washroom. You will look for a basic salary. You will look for clothes. You will look for a shelter. You cannot sit in a roadside and do your office work, right? You will look for an office which has a shelter. So these are basic physiological needs which a person might have. Okay. Once you satisfy this particular need, then person will move ahead because this is an hierarchy. So you start at the lowest level, then you move to level number 2, which is safety and security needs. Safety and security needs basically works on providing safety to all the members of the company. For example, I'm working right now in EduTap, but quite often I'm getting electric shock once I'm starting a live class. Quite often the roof above me is falling. So this basically means what? That EduTap is not taking care of my safety. Will I be working in EduTap for long? No. So you, as a manager, you have to provide safety needs also. Safety needs को security needs भी बोला जाता है. Safety needs are also known as security needs. Why? Security basically means that you are providing long-term, I would say what? Long-term security to your employee. For example, if I'm enrolling my employee into national pension scheme, I am giving a kind of a pension benefit to my employee. So that is known as security. Security means long-term security so that the long-term retirement of a person is sorted. Right? Because in retirement, you are not that much productive as you are right now. So you need to provide basic salary to your employee, even in the kind of his retirement years. So therefore, we are using the word safety and security over here. Okay. I again repeat, first you fulfill basic physiological needs and then you fulfill safety and security needs. Now my $1 billion question to you is, if I am looking for a starting salary, if I'm looking for, let's say, $10,000 or $20,000 so that I can fulfill my stomach, will this be safety needs or physiological needs? It will be my physiological needs. Basic salary. which you receive on the very first day, so that you can wear clothes, so that you can drink water, my friend, so that you can eat something on the street side, that is physiological. But if I say company is giving me a whole package which will set my life for next 10 years, then this will be security, which can also be known as safety. For example, many companies these days, they are introducing multiple of laws related to harassment of men also and female also. So that is again a safety or a security need. You can call them as synonyms also. I have no issue. Okay. Then once your level 1 is fulfilled, then you will move to level 2. Once your level 2 is fulfilled, you will start at level 3. Level 3 is basically your social belongingness needs. This need is basically acceptance from the others. For example, I have got the basic salary, so my basic physiological needs are done. I have got the safety also. My company is looking for everything. Okay. Now, I need acceptance from my team members. Team members as in that everybody should respect me. When I go to the office in the morning, everybody should say good morning to me. I will reply to them. So this is known as acceptance from the team members. Love and belongingness is basically your, I would say, acceptance from the other team members. As simple as that. Okay. Then you come to level number 4, which is ego or self-esteem. Ego needs or self-esteem is basically looking for your recognition and the status. For example, my friend, tell me, if I am the CEO of EduTap and nobody is respecting me, they are just giving me galia, they are just giving me cuss words, will I be able to work in EduTap for long? No, right? Because if I am the CEO of the company, then everybody should recognize it. Everybody should give me the status. Everybody should give me prestige also. So that is your ego, which is also known as self-esteem. And last but not the least is your level number 5, which is like self-actualization. Self-actualization is that you are becoming the best version of you. Best version as in that I started as a clerk. I started as a clerk in SBI or in any other bank. Today, I am the managing director. Today, I am the CEO of this particular bank. So that is self-actualization. Self-actualization basically means that you become the best version of yourself. For example, today you are as a student, but once you become an RBI Grade B officer, you will try to become manager at RBI, then the deputy manager, then the, I would say, governor, that kind of stuff. So that is known as self-actualization. Self-actualization takes time. It's not like a one-shot activity. Okay. So first you will fulfill basic needs, then safety and security, then social belongingness, then ego, and then self-actualization. Always remember, always, our Maslow, our Maslow said that you will always move up the order. Can I move down the order? Hell no. आप नीचे आ ही नहीं सकते. You will always move up the order because this is in hierarchy. Maslow also said that at one time, only one need is active. If I'm working at level 3, my manager will identify it. Because manager का काम क्या है? Manage करना लोगों को, right? What is the work of manager? To manage the work of people. My manager will identify that I am lacking social belongingness needs. At that particular moment, only level number 3 need is active. No other need is allowed to be active. This is not what me saying. This is what Maslow uncle said. Okay. So this is what you have to remember. One more thing. Level number 4, which is your ego and self-esteem, can be divided into 2 categories. It can be divided into 2 categories. First is higher self-esteem and lower self-esteem. This is very basic, but I'm taking you to the advanced level now. Ego needs, which is also known as self-esteem, it can be higher and lower. If you are looking for status, recognition from the outside world, then it will be a lower self-esteem. If you are looking for status and recognition from internal, from within your own body, then it will be known as higher self-esteem. So again, I repeat, if your ego or self-esteem needs are extrinsic यानी बाहर से आना है, then it will be known as what? Then it will be known as your lower self-esteem. If you are looking for status and recognition from inside, from your own eyes, sometimes it happens, right, that I am not able to recognize myself only, that whether I am a CEO or not. So that is known as your higher self-esteem. So if you are looking for internal, then it's higher. If you are looking for lower, then it's, I would say, extrinsic. This is what you have to remember in this particular Maslow hierarchy. Now, important learnings. First is satisfaction progression. Satisfaction progression is a concept which was given by Maslow, which said that you will fulfill level 1 first, then level 2, then level 3, then level 4 or level 5. You cannot skip any level. ये कान खोल के सुनो. ऐसा नहीं कि आप लेवल 1 से डायरेक्ट लेवल 4 पे चले गए या लेवल 5 पे चले गए. दैट इज नॉट अलाउड एज पर मैस्लो. You will move from level 1 to 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. This concept of moving up in a very stagnated manner, in a very staircase manner, is known as what? Satisfaction progression. Simple concept, nothing much to explain. Always up the ladder and one by one. This is again, I have explained you. Moreover, only one need is active at the same time. You cannot have multiple needs which are active at the same time. One more thing. What is the role of manager over here? Is to identify deficient need. Now, what is deficient needs? Anything which is lacking in me. For example, tell me if my social belongingness needs are done, will I be motivated by safety or security needs? Yes or no? If my social belongingness needs are done, will I be motivated by safety or security needs? Tell me. No, right? Only the next level need, which is deficient in me, will be motivating me. And what is the next need? It will be ego. Right? So the role of manager is to identify that what is deficient, what is lacking in your employee. Once you identify that, then you will give the push to the next ladder. Understood? This is what you have to remember under Maslow need hierarchy theory. Now see, once you read the concept notes, once you read the, I would say, summary sheets, you will come to know that what is basic physiological need. The same context is written in your, I would say what, in your summary sheet and in your concept notes also. But, you do not have to mug up. ऐसा नहीं that I am remembering the whole paragraph which is given in concept notes or in summary sheet. You have to explain in your own words. For example, yesterday also one student was asking to me that what is the importance of concept? This is the importance of concept. If you remember the 5 needs of Maslow and what is the meaning of each and every need, then I can expand the answer according to me, right? That safety and security needs are those needs which provide safety to an employee in the office so that he doesn't have any fear from the surroundings. Now, this is not given in concept notes, but this is not this is not incorrect also. This is right. So you have to expand, you have to remember the concept and write in your own words. You do not have to mug up. This is what I was trying to explain. But now they see one question which I'm seeing in the chat box is physiological and safety needs are continuous. How did I said that these are continuous? No, right? These are your own assumptions which you are making. Therefore, my friend, aaj ka gyan. Please remember that in Maslow, like one student called me, I still remember in 2022 and 2020. Yes, I give this example every now and then. He asked me this question, said that why Maslow give only 5 needs? He can have 7 needs also. So I said to him, please ask this doubt to Maslow only, because even I don't have the answer. This is Maslow. You cannot add your assumptions. You cannot add your own levels over here. So we understood the concept from the angle of Maslow, not from your angle. Okay. Please explain 2 ego needs. See, if you are looking for esteem from others person, from outside world, then this will be known as lower self-esteem. If you are looking for status and recognition from your own self, then this will be known as higher self-esteem. This is what the concept is. Clear, everyone? Because this is what Maslow is all about. Clear, everyone? Please give me a thumbs up in the chat box. Cool. Now let's move ahead to criticism of Maslow as well. Now see, there was one person whose name was Great Hofstede. There was one person whose name was Great Hofstede. So please explain self-actualization. Self-actualization basically means that you become the best version of yourself. You are breaking all the barriers and you are going to the top position in your life. So that is known as self-esteem. That is known as self-actualization. Okay. Cool. Now, criticism of Maslow was done by Great Hofstede. Great Hofstede basically criticized Maslow because of wrong order of needs. Now, you do not have to remember the criticism of all the other theories, but Maslow is like world famous. So we are covering criticism for Maslow. Okay. Great Hofstede said that, dear Maslow, you have put sex as a physiological need. Is it correct or wrong? Is it making sense that you are putting sex as a basic physiological needs? So Great Hofstede criticized Maslow on this point. He said that sex or any other kind of need which is related to spirituality is not there in your ladder only. Even if it is there, it is put in the wrong position. For example, where will you put a person who is driven by spiritual need? A spiritual need is not mentioned in this particular order only. Okay. Moreover, position and the value of sex on the pyramid was a source of criticism, which was done by Great Hofstede. Talk to me someone like Mahatma Gandhi or Mother Teresa. They will not have this particular pyramid followed. Do you think Mahatma Gandhi or Mother Teresa or any big social leader, they would have a need of sex as a basic physiological need? No, right? So if you see, my friends, Maslow was criticized on the order of needs, because this is what Maslow version is. Now, this might work for Maslow. This might not work for a great personalities like Mahatma Gandhi or someone who is driven by spiritual need. You might have seen some people who are kind of spiritually involved from a very young age. So you cannot apply Maslow theories to those students, right? You cannot apply Maslow theories to those people. So this is where the criticism of Maslow came into the picture. Okay, again, you do not have to remember criticism from a very deeper end. Just remember the basics of it and just do it for Maslow. For others, you can just read it upar se. Okay, now comes the extension, because see, this is what Maslow is. Once you understand satisfaction progression, once you understand the basic laws of Maslow, you are done. Okay, you are done. Now, Man, just wait for a minute. I will take your doubt as well. Okay. Now we are coming to the extension. See, what happens is something which is given in very old. People try to extend it so that it can look more beautiful. Now, if you see level 1, level 2, and level 3 and level 4 of Maslow remains intact. Physiological needs, safety needs, belongingness and love needs, esteem needs. Now I can also write social belongingness over here. Nobody will stop me. Why? Because these are just the terms which you use to highlight your knowledge, right? So you have level 1, level 2, and level 3 and level 4. Same. But extension was done in level 5, level 6, and level 7. Understand how? If you see self-actualization is level 7 now. It's level 7. In between level 4 and level 7, they have added 2 more needs, which is level 5 and level 6. Level 5 is cognitive needs. Cognitive need is basically that particular need in which you try to follow your hobby. For example, you would have seen many photographers. They try to chase sunset and sunrise. Why they are doing so? Because it's their cognitive abilities. Today, I have seen multiple of the people who ride from Ladakh to Delhi. They are just burning their petrol. They are just doing expenses. Why they are doing so? Because it's their hobby to ride, right? Today, you might have seen people who have qualified as RBI Grade B officers, who are SBI PO. They are still active on the Telegram. They are helping multiple students in solving their queries. Why they are doing so? Because it's their hobby. So cognitive need is basically that you try to explore around yourself. You try to learn the things or understand the world around them. It's basically all about following your hobby. You are doing something unnecessary, but it is not making any sense. But still you are doing it because you love it. Sometimes it happens, right, that once you are cooking, you are dancing also. Why it is so? Because you are driven by the passion of dancing. So that is my cognitive. See, whenever the word cognitive comes, cognitive is related to your mind. Cognitive is related to your mind. So you want to just relate to your mind to multiple of the activities, then it's your cognitive need. Then comes your level number 6, which is aesthetic needs. Aesthetic needs is basically related to beautiful, or you can say beautifying the things. You might have seen some people are too much, I would say, spending on their overall health. They are cleaning their surroundings. Why? Because they are driven by need of aesthetic. I want to look handsome. I want to look beautiful. So that is because of your need of aesthetic, right? So need of aesthetic is just desire to look beautiful. Now, level number 7, self-actualization. This I have explained. This basically means that you are becoming the best version of yourself. Level number 8 was also added. Level number 8 was transcendence. Transcendence basically means mukti. It basically means nirvana. I am leaving all the material world. I am moving towards something like meeting of the God. I will be going into that particular grace wherein I can just mediate and I can meet the God. So this is the level number 8. Now, if I ask you how many needs were given by Maslow, then your answer should be 5 only. This was not used by Maslow's, then your answer should be 5 only. But if I ask you how many needs were given by extended Maslow theory, then your answer has to be 8. Then your answer has to be 8. So for answer to be 8, I have to specifically mention that it's an extended Maslow theory. Simple. Okay. I again repeat, cognitive needs is basically related to your mind occupying different activities because you are following your hobby or you are doing something which is unnecessary, but still you do it because you want to become happy. Simple. Okay. Aesthetic needs is like, I want to look more and more beautiful. I want to look more and more handsome. You would have seen people doing plastic surgeries of crores of rupees. Why? Because they're driven by need of aesthetic. Self-actualization, going to the top, going to the best level of yourself. Transcendence is mukti. Simple. Okay. Now, this was extended Maslow. Now, there is no specific name which I can give you under extended Maslow because multiple people have contributed over here. But in Maslow, you have to remember the name of Abraham Maslow. Clear, everyone? Because this concludes our Maslow theory of motivation. Sorry. Yes, it was added after criticism. Okay. Clear, everyone? If it is clear, then give me a thumbs up. Sir, why aesthetic needs is above esteem needs? Aesthetic needs is something which is optional, my friend. Esteem is something which you will look once you are working in the office. Clear? Cool. Cool. Please give an example of two types of esteem needs. If I'm looking for status from the outside person, for example, I want Ram to recognize me. I am Sham. Okay, I am Sham. If I want Ram to recognize me, then this will be a classic example of lower order need. Lower order self-esteem need. Because I'm looking for status and recognition from an outside person. But if I am not able to recognize myself, by which I mean, होता है ना कभी कभी आप अपनी आंखों में घिर जाते हो. Sometimes you are not able to give respect to yourself because you have done something bad. So that is, you are not giving recognition to yourself. So if you are looking for status or recognition from yourself, from internally, then it's your higher order self-esteem. Please explain cognitive. Cognitive basically means something which interests you. Now, for example, some people read books, some people watch the landscape once they are traveling on a train. So that's because of their cognitive. आपका mind कहाँ occupy होता है. That is what your cognitive need is all about. Sir, is transcendence need spiritual need? You can say it, yes. It's like Deepak, like see, transcend is basically nirvana. I have left all the material world and I'm going into the Sharan of God. So that's your transcendence needs. This is applicable in personal, in the office life or sometimes in the personal life also. Okay, but you have to remember as a in the context of office, not in the personal. Is it possible that aesthetic is lower than cognitive? No, 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 no. Whatever is given, you have to read it. You cannot just shift the order. Okay. Cognitive, I have explained multiple times. So, sir, manager. So, how a manager can clean the surroundings, right? For example, if I'm sitting in that particular surrounding which is full with dustbins, I will never be able to work, right? So, manager will identify it and clear the surroundings. Simple. When was Maslow theory introduced? Way back. Yes, all the example of intrinsic. Yes, yes, you can remember it, Vishaka. Okay. Sir, how self-recognition is different from self-actualization? Self-recognition basically means that you are giving status or recognition to yourself. Self-actualization means that you are going to the best version of yourself. For example, if I'm working at a very lower level, I'm working at a lower level. I'm giving status and recognition to me. Sometimes it happens, right, that you are a very low level employee in the company, but still you behave or you dress up like a CEO of the company. So you are giving status and recognition to yourself. So that's self-recognition. Self-actualization means that you are becoming the CEO of the company. From lower level of ranks, you are moving to the higher level of ranks. So that is self-actualization. Chalo. Okay. Chaliye. Now let's move ahead. I will again come to the doubts once we are free. Now, so this was your Maslow theory. This was your Maslow theory of motivation. Maslow was given by Abraham Maslow. Maslow was given by Abraham Maslow. Now there is one particular person whose name is Clayton P. Alderfer. Clayton B. Alderfer has given the hierarchy again. He has given the hierarchy, but he has also introduced the concept of flexibility, which I will let you know. Now, one very good news, if you do Maslow, then Alderfer is just done. Because see, Alderfer gave a theory of ERG. E stands for existence needs, R stands for relatedness, and G stands for growth. So whatever explanation I have given you for basic physiological needs and safety and security needs, you just have to combine them and write it under the existence needs. Alderfer didn't use his mind. Alderfer didn't use his mind. He just copy pasted from Maslow. Therefore, I call Alderfer as a copycat. Okay. So whatever you have studied in safety and security and physiological, combine that explanation and write it for existence need. Over here, the level 2 is relatedness needs. Okay. But this level 2 of Alderfer is equals to what level of Maslow? Tell me. This level 2 of Alderfer is equals to what level of Maslow? Level 3. Very good, Bhumi. Right. Okay. So it will be level 3 of Maslow. So you have to remember now, level 1 plus 2 of Maslow is equals to level 1 for Alderfer. Level 4 and 5 of Maslow is equals to what level of Alderfer? Level 4 and 5 of Maslow is equals to what level of Alderfer? It will be level 3, which is your growth needs. Okay. And yes, whenever I'm mentioning esteem, you have to take it as higher esteem only, not lower esteem. For lower esteem, I will specifically mention, okay, that this is a lower esteem. Understood? So this is what your Alderfer theory is all about. In Alderfer, you just have to remember that the founder of this theory was Clayton B. Alderfer. Moreover, he condensed the 5 needs of Maslow into 3 needs. I have explained you this also. Now comes the priority. Now, Alderfer made a concept of concreteness. He made the concept of concreteness. Now, what is concreteness? If I explain you what is concreteness, tell me how many of you will have an urge to drink water today? How many of you will have it? Tell me. You will definitely have it. Everybody will drink water today, right? It's very rare case that you will not drink a water. Understood or not? So this is basically your existence need. Drinking water is my basic physiological need. I hope you remember, right? So concreteness basically tells you that what is common to all the human beings. What is common to all the human beings? For example, you all will say that you all are drinking water any time of the day. You will drink water. So this means existence needs is the most common to all the persons. Okay, existence needs is most common to all the persons. So I can call that existence needs are the most concrete. Existence needs are the most concrete. Agreed or not? Hello. Agreed or not? Please tell me that existence needs are the most common. Why they are the most common? Because simply it is present in everyone. Everybody will require existence need. But relatedness needs will be less concrete than existence needs. So I will call existence needs are the most concrete, then relatedness needs, and then comes your growth needs. Why? Concreteness means what? That whether it is common to all the people or not. Tell me, will you today look for growth or not? Today, will you look for growth or not? Tell me. See, some people are saying yes, some people are saying no, which basically says that growth needs are not that much common. Some people will look for it, some people will not look for it. Okay. In Hindi, if I explain you this particular concept, जो सब में common है, वो होता है concrete. For example, existence needs are the most concrete. Why? Because it is common to everyone, Tom, Dick and Harry. Even I will drink water, you will drink water. Okay, somebody else will also drink water. Anche sir will also drink water. So these are common to everyone. Then comes your relatedness needs and then comes your growth needs. Okay, so this is what you have to remember under your Alderfer hierarchy of motivational needs. Now, moving ahead. Now, what was the difference from Alderfer and I would say Maslow? See, Alderfer combined 5 needs of Maslow into 3 needs. Alderfer combined 5 needs of Maslow into 3 categories. But I told you, right, that he introduced the concept of flexibility also. What is that flexibility? Let's try to understand it. Now see, Alderfer gave the concept of frustrated regression. Now, what is the meaning of frustrated regression? I will tell you. See, currently, for example, as per Alderfer, there are 3 levels. You have your E, then you have your R, and then you have your G. Tell me, if you are the CEO of the company, you are having good pay package, everybody is respecting you, everybody is loving you also. At which particular level you will be on? At which particular level you will be on? Growth, because you are the CEO of the company, everybody is loving you also. like all the blah blah stuff. So you are working at growth. But during COVID-19, many of the CEOs pay package was reduced because that was a very bad period. If you see, many of the companies were cutting their expenses. In the same manner, CEO who was drawing a salary of 25 lakhs per annum previously, now his salary has been dropped to just 10 lakhs per annum. Tell me, as per Maslow, can this particular CEO come down the order? Can he come down the order? No. Why? Because I can only climb up the order. I can only move up. But as per Alderfer, you can come down the order as well. Alderfer said that a person will generally move up. A person will generally move up. But in the extreme cases, when a person like CEO over here, his salary has cut right from 25 lakhs, he is just now reduced to 10 lakhs. So he can come down the order. This coming down the order was known as what? Frustrated regression. Frustrated regression is basically that particular concept which tells you that if your lower order need is not satisfied anymore, then you can regress back. You can come down back. This was a major difference between Abraham Maslow and Clayton B. Alderfer. One more difference. As per Maslow, tell me, can I have multiple needs active at the same time? As per Maslow, can I have multiple needs active at the same time? The answer was no. But if I ask you regarding Alderfer, then the answer will be yes. As per Alderfer, there can be multiple needs which can be active at the same time. Because see, a CEO of the company will definitely have the respect and everything else from the company. Everybody will say, yes, CEO is the best because you obviously love your boss. Externally, you do. Internally, it can be different also. But definitely, you show respect and love and belongingness to your boss. But as per Alderfer, if you are coming back, then definitely multiple needs are active at the same time. Now your growth need is also active and your existence need is also active. Because once you come back down the order, it means that you are looking for salary. Previously it was 25, now it is just 10. So you are looking to go back. At the same time, you are also looking for growth. So as per Alderfer, multiple needs can be active at the same time. This is the major point of difference which you have to remember. Okay. These are the two major important points which differentiates Maslow uncle and your Alderfer uncle. Rest everything is like copy pasted, as simple as that. Will order be followed? Yes, order will be followed. Like you move from existence to relatedness and then you move to growth, but you can come down also. Yes, he can come down, Swarna. Okay, so if you see, where is my arrow? What is satisfaction strengthen? Satisfaction progression hota hai. Satisfaction progression. This I have explained you, right? Now, if you see existence, relatedness, and growth. So if you are moving up the order slowly and steadily, then it's satisfaction progression. Frustrated regression means that you can come down the order. Now, one student is asking satisfaction strengthen. Satisfaction strengthen. This basically, like, see, this is a related concept, not the core concept. Core concept is your satisfaction progression. Satisfaction strengthen basically tells you that once the need is satisfied, you try to put more and more, I would say, kind of variables so that that need can be satisfied in more and more manner. For example, if my CEO is working on the growth needs, I will try to give him all the things which can give the best output from him. For example, if the CEO of the company, I will try to give him challenging work so that if he solves, then he can go to the best version of himself. So satisfaction strengthening basically means you keep adding more and more things so that the level of that particular need can be increased. For example, one more example, if existence need is there, if a person is working on existence needs, which is your basic physiological needs and safety needs, satisfaction strengthen basically means that I will give him basic salary, I will give him water, I will give him clothes, I will give him all the basic necessity. So you keep increasing the need, but you are operating on the same level only. Okay. Now, let's move forward to the differences. If you see, this difference is very easy. Maslow gave you 5 needs, Alderfer gave you 3 needs, but the entire, I would say, funda was the same. It was just kind of copycat. Okay. In Maslow need hierarchy, only one need is active at the same time, but this was not there for Alderfer. Frustrated element was not present in Maslow, it was there in Alderfer. Movement, people will only move up the order, but as per Alderfer, people can move down also due to the concept of frustrated regression. So these are the points. Once you read it, it will definitely be clear to you. Okay. So that completes our 2 theories, Maslow and I would say what? Maslow and your Alderfer theory as well. Is it clear to all of you? Please confirm in the chat box. No, order is not finalized in frustrated regression. If I'm working on ERG, I can come from G to E also. I can come from R also. I can come to R also. So order is not important. It's just like that you will fall down the order. No. Few resources suggest that self-esteem is a part of relatedness. I have never seen this particular resource. So I will always put self-esteem in the growth needs. So can you give example of frustrated regression going down from growth to existence? Yes, I have already given, right? That a CEO of the company is going from growth to existence because his salary was cut. Simple. Please clarify. Person can come from growth to existence. Yes, he can come. He can fall down directly. In frustrated regression, your order is not important. Just moving down is important. Clear, sir. Even in extended Maslow theory, only one need is satisfied. Yes, only one need. Okay. So please explain progression and regression part. Progression basically means that you will move up. Regression means that you will come down. Satisfaction progression was given by Maslow and frustrated regression was given by you, Alderfer. Simple. Yes. If I just say esteem, then to which particular esteem I'm referring to? If I just say esteem, then which particular esteem need I'm referring to? I'm referring to the higher esteem. Okay. Chaliye. Sir, in progression, you will have the order. You will have the order. Okay. Chaliye, now let's move forward to the last theory of our day, which is David McClelland. Am I going too fast? Priyanka is asking what is the difference between transcendent and self-actualization? Is self-actualization materialistic? Because one might also, you have given your answer to yourself only. Self-actualization basically doesn't mean that I will leave the company, right? In self-actualization, I am in the company. I am working for the company. Transcendence basically means that you have left the company altogether and you are working for your moksha. You have taken a ticket to Himalaya and then you are sitting in the big Himalayan, I would say, mountains, and you are doing mediation. How many of you have read this book? A Monk Who Sold Ferrari. A Monk Who Sold Ferrari. Understood what you have explained? Don't worry, Ansh. I will take your doubt in the end. Yes, like sadhu. Very good. Sadhu, Vishaka. Yes, sadhu basically means what? That he is trying to have your transcendence needs. Okay. Yes. That particular book will give you the difference between transcendence needs and your self-actualization. Okay. Now let's move forward to the McClelland needs. Now, David McClelland. The full name is David McClelland. Now, David McClelland has given you 3 needs. Like, see, till now in content-based theories, we are focusing on needs only. Maslow has given 5, extended Maslow 8, Alderfer has given you 3. David McClelland has given you how many needs? 3 needs only. These 3 needs are need of achievement, need of power, need of, I would say what? Influence. Sorry. Need of achievement, need of power is also known as need of influence. Need of influence. And then you have need of appreciation. Now, first, allow me to explain you what is need of appreciation. Need of appreciation basically means what? That you want to have a kind of a friendship circle wherein you are talking to them and you are just doing time pass. It happens, right, that many offices have this concept of kitty parties. They have a kind of an environment wherein people can come and they can do all the other stuff except work. So need of appreciation is basically looking for friendship and good relations. Good relations. Okay. Now tell me, use your mind. Use your mind. As per Maslow, what is this particular level? There are 5 levels as per Maslow. Which particular level will target your need of appreciation? Third, right? Social belongingness. Copy paste the exact thing over here. Nobody can stop you. Copy paste the same thing. Now see, in India, we have multiple things. Like if you see uh, multiple things, right? In North India, you call a parantha a kind of a dish which you eat in breakfast. If you go to South India, that paratha definition changes, right? They offer you a small roti which is stuffed like anything. So Maslow is calling level number 3 as social and belongingness. David McClelland is calling it as need of appreciation. But does that change the meaning? Hell no. It doesn't change the meaning. Only the name is getting differentiated. So I will not explain you what is need of appreciation. Okay. I will not explain you what is need of appreciation. You just have to copy paste exactly what I have told in Maslow. And this is how you connect the dots. Okay, but you cannot differentiate between Maslow level 3 and need of appreciation, because potentially there is no difference. These are the same persons with different faces. As simple as that. Yes, pani puri becomes puchka. As simple as that. Okay. Then comes your need of power. Need of power is also known as need of influence. Need of power is basically kind of, I need power in my hand so that I can control any damn individual. I need influence in my hand so that I can give commands to anyone. For example, do you think a person like Adolf Hitler or a person like this North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un, they will be having high degree of power, need of power, or low degree of power? You only tell me. They will have a higher degree of power because they are like too much powerful person and they need power in their hands. You might have seen this news as well. Of late, there was a flood in North Korea, and seven to eight executives of North Korea was executed because they were not able to control flood. So this is the power which Kim Jong Un enjoys in North Korea. Today there are multiple news that North Korea and South Korea are fighting. Like there will be a potential conflict. Why? Because Kim Jong Un thinks that he has the power, he can initiate the start, he can initiate a fight. So this is a need of power. Tell me, will the CEO of the company or will a low level employees as in those who are working at the assembly line as in the lowest level, like a factory gate opener, who will have higher degree of power? Who will have higher degree of power? CEO, right? You are saying it, not me. I have not given anything. You are saying it. So you have to remember this particular concept that your top level employees, specifically board of directors, I would say, the top level cream of the company, they will enjoy higher need of power, not the lower level. Okay. Now, if I change my statements, listen to me. Can a person working on the lower level will say that he has zero need of power? True or false? Like think, सोचो, आत्मनिर्भर बनो थोड़ा. King Rajput is asking, sir, ये classes daily चलेगी, सिर्फ 2 ही classes YouTube पे available है. After that, we will continue it on the paid courses only. So syllabus पूरा cover कराएंगे. Yes, we will cover everything. चलिए. No, right? See, if I just make this statement, listen to me carefully. A person who is working on the top level will have a higher degree of need of power. But a person who is working on the lower level, he will also have a need of power, but it will be there in the lower manner. It will be present in a lower degree, right or not? A person who is working on the lower level will not say that मेरे को need of power नहीं चाहिए. He will not say that I do not need of power. He will need it, but he will need it in the small manner, in a small quantum, I mean. Okay, so do remember this concept also. This is very easy to remember once you use logic. Then you have need of achievement. Need of achievement basically means that I want to become the topper of RBI. I will solve the challenges which are given to me. Need of achievement are those people who will try to remove obstacles from the office. They are the person who will give you the solution to all the problems. For example, the persons who are driven by need of achievement will excel in all the tasks. A person who is driven by need of achievement will try to get all the things done in a very organized manner. They will make the timetable. They will report their bosses. They will always come office on the time. So these are need of achievement people. Need of achievement people are basically those people who will try to excel in all the damn things which are given to them. Okay. Need of power is basically need of influence. Need of appreciation is basically need of time pass. That I will go to the office and I will do chit chatting. Now let's take all the things one by one. First, you have need of achievement. Need of achievement, they will require challenging work. Why? Because they want to excel. For example, if you have I would say, Sundar Pichai in your office. Sundar Pichai is working for you. Will you give him easy task or will you give him that particular task which requires innovation, which requires certain usage of mind? Tell me. Complex task, right? You will give him challenging task because you know that a person like Sundar Pichai who is working in your office is very, very smart. He can offer you the solutions. So you will not give him simple task, right? Logic. Cool. They will ask for regular feedback. Why? Because they will ask the feedback from their bosses and they will try to improve daily. They will try to improve daily because for them, achievement has to be the biggest thing. And achievement comes when you try to improve on a daily basis. Right? For example, did Apple CEO like Tim Cook, did he stopped? at a very small, I would say, stature of the company? No, right? Apple has launched multiple products after Tim Cook and multiple other personalities. Okay, like Steve Jobs introduced that small, what device was that? Like in which you can listen to musics. iPod, right? iPod. Thank you, thank you. But did Apple stop after iPod? No, right? Today you have iPhones. Today you have MacBook. Today you have that big, क्या बोलते हो उसे? Or that big headset also, which you apply on your like headphones. Okay, so this is what need of achievement is. Need of achievement basically means to innovate regularly and to improve regularly. And you will improve regularly once you give the feedback, once you take the feedback from your, I would say, what, mentors. Now, this is a very important point. They will try to avoid high risk and low risk situation. Avoid high risk basically means, see, a person, you only tell me, a person like Sundar Pichai, if he is working in your office, you will give him high risk project. If Sundar Pichai fails, then definitely he will be defamed. He will be defamed. By which I mean, आपने सुंदर पिचाई sir को, you have given a work to Sundar Pichai, which was very much challenging in nature. He failed in him. He failed in that particular work. Do you think Sundar Pichai will accept that particular work again? Do you think he will accept that particular work again? No. Because see, a person who is driven by need of achievement will try to avoid high risk situation. High risk situation can give you high rewards also, but it can lead to defamation also. It can lead to badnami also. So a person who is driven by need of achievement will not do high risk work. He will say that I want to work at moderate risk. Why he will avoid low risk situation? Can you tell me? Why will you avoid a low risk situation if you are driven by need of achievement? Think. Not challenging. Very good, Sushant. See, if you see not getting the kick, less fame. Yes. See, if a person who is having like a person who is having like a person like Sundar Pichai, he will not take high risk situation. Why? Because if he fails, then definitely he will be defamed. कि यार ये तो Sundar Pichai okay fail हो गया. He is a great leader, but he has failed in this particular work. But if you give him low risk situation work, then that particular work can be done by anyone else. Why you are giving it to Sundar Pichai, right? That particular work can be done by any Tom, Dick, and Harry in your office. So you will give a work which is of moderate risk. You will give a work which is of moderate risk. Moderate risk as in manageable risk. If a person is driven by need of achievement, he will try to work on moderate risk only. Okay. Is it clear to everyone that what is need of achievement? Clear, everyone? Right? Cool. Now let's move ahead to the second need, which is need of appreciation. I call this particular need as a chit chat need. For example, some people will come in the live class, and I'm referring to some. I'm not taking your name, so do not take it personally. Okay. If some people are just coming to the live class just to see my face, they are just coming to the live class just to see the PPT. So that is need of appreciation. They are just doing time pass. So need of appreciation basically means, Hindi mein there is one word, pyar and mohabbat. So that is what you need, love and belongingness from the persons who are working with you. So they are just coming for teamwork. They are working for collaboration. They will not work for competition. Collaboration means what? Partnership. Okay, I will become your partner. You become my partner. Competition jaye dustbin mein. Okay, we will not try to work in a very competitive environment. We will try to work in a very peace living environment. So that is your need of appreciation. Now, chalo, use your mind. I will just give you a basic information that we have 3 levels in management. This I will again teach you in the class of journal management. There are 3 levels: top level, middle level, and the low level. Top level includes the CEO. Okay. Middle level includes your departmental managers like purchase manager, sales manager. These are like handling one particular department. And then you have a lower level. Lower level, those who are working at the lowest level, like you have a sweeping boys, you have a factory gate employee, you have a supervisor, inspector who is working on the lowest level. Okay. Now, out of all these 3, tell me which particular level will have the greatest need. Greatest, bol raha hu, greatest. Greatest need of appreciation. Lower only. Okay, lower only. I hope you all will say yes. But can I say that this need is completely absent in top level and middle level? Can I say that this need is completely absent? No. In the same manner, now allow me to confuse you. If I talk regarding need of achievement, tell me this particular need will be needed at which particular level the most? Highest degree will be needed at which particular level? Now, some people are saying top, some are saying middle also. But the right answer is middle. Because for top, the greatest need which they will have is need of power. I will again explain you. See, the theory says that need of achievement should be highest present in middle level managers because they are the managers of an entire department. So they need to have a need of achievement. Okay. When I say that the person who is on a middle level manager, he will have the greatest need of achievement, I just wanted to refer to the quantum. कि सबसे ज्यादा किसके पास होगी middle level managers के पास. I'm not making a statement that top level and lower level managers will not have it. They will also have it, but it will be there in the lower number. It will be there in the lower number. When it comes to need of power, tell me who will have it in the greatest number? Who will have it in the greatest number? Top. Okay, but can I make the statement that middle level and the lower level will not have need of power? No. They will also have need of power, but they will have it in a smaller number. Very easy. Okay. Now let's move to need of influence. Need of influence is also known as need of power. Okay. Yes, varies in degree. Very good, Nitya. Now, need of influence is also known as need of power. Okay. Now, there can be two types of power, personal and institutional power. Institutional power is also known as social power. See, personal power is basically I versus you, and I versus you. Okay, so personal power basically is that particular power in which we both are doing dishum dishum, we both are fighting, and I will win this particular case and you will lose. Simple. That is your need of influence. Okay, if you are driven by personal power, that is not a good thing because if you are getting into fight with anyone, you just wanted to be the winner and the other person will go outside. So that is known as personal power, which is not desirable in the office. Desirable as in that we do not want managers to have it. Next is social power. Social power is also known as institutional power. In Hindi, there is one particular tagline of one particular political party. Do not take it seriously, but it's like Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. So that is social power. Social power is also known as institutional power. You try to make sure that everybody wins. You are not doing dishum dishum. You are not doing fight with anyone else. Rather, you are trying to take all the people with you. So it's like everybody will be developed once you are having a need of influence. For example, the late Ratan Tata sir, he was the epitome of social power. He was taking care of the middle class. At the same time, he was also working for multiple of the projects. But someone like Kim Jong-un, will he have personal power or a social power? Will he have a personal power or a social power? He will have a personal power. As simple as that. Now see, need of influence will try to control others. Definitely they will try to conclude. They will thrive in competition. For example, if a person who is having personal power, they will try to beat the other party in the ring only so that they can win in the competition. High values on discipline. High values on discipline basically means what? That they will value discipline. A person who is driven by personal power will take discipline on the topmost priority. There is one particular person, Max Weber. Again, we will discuss it in the journal management. But Max Weber said that discipline is the most important virtue a person should have. Because if a like for example, can you go in front of Kim Jong-un by wearing informal clothes? Tell me. By wearing informal clothes, can you go in front of Kim Jong-un? No, because he will eat you up. He will fire you up because he will sorry. He will make sure that the person who is coming in front of you is coming in a formally dress. And all these examples you have to remember for building of your concept. Once you revise, you can make your own examples. I have no issue with it. But remember, the concept is the most important thing. Last but not the least, can be used to achieve group goals despite group goals becoming zero sum. Now, what is the meaning of zero sum? Zero sum basically is a theory in management which says that there is one party who is a winner, another party who is a loser. If one party wins, another party has to lose. If one party loses, another party will be the winner. If you see, do not take it personally. Many people who would like for phase 1 and phase 2, these are like group goals of results, by which I mean results become zero sum. Some people will be selected, some people will be removed. So this is like zero sum. Plus and minus. Plus is for winners, minus is for those people who are not able to clear it. So this is known as zero sum. Now, for example, if purchase department is fighting with sales department. Purchase department is fighting with sales department. Tell me, who will decide that a purchase department is a winner or sales department is a winner? Yes, Prakash, they both are synonyms. Tell me who will decide that a purchase department is a winner or sales department is a winner? Higher level authority, right? Or you can say a top level employee will decide that who is the winner. So you can use need of influence to understand or to make things very much clear that who is a winner and who is a loser. It can be used to achieve group goals. Group goals as in, see, if purchase department is fighting with sales department, that is not a good news for the company. Definitely, right? If purchase is fighting with sales, definitely there will be no or zero coordination in the company. So they will not be able to work in the right manner. So what you will do as a leader, you will come and you will announce that purchase department is a winner and sales department is a loser. After this, the story will continue. Story will continue as in that the process of production will continue. Okay. So this, you can use your need of influence despite groups goals becoming zero sum. Group goals zero sum as in that one party is the loser, another party is the winner. So you can use your need of influence to decide that who is a winner and who is a loser when the conflict is happening. So that, my friend, is your, I would say, what is your David McClelland theory. One very important implication of David McClelland theory is this. According to the research by McClelland, effective managers as in those who are of good quality managers, those who are good quality, shows high on achievement and high on power and low on affiliation. Now focus on this particular word. If Ram is a good manager, he will be high on power. And whenever I say power, I'm referring to social power, not the personal power. Okay. So effective managers will show high on achievement and power because a manager will need influence. He will also be having high need of achievement, but he might have a low need of affiliation. He might not have it in a greatest degree. Okay. So this is what you have to remember as per David McClelland as well. Is it clear this particular point? Please let me know in the chat box. Is it clear that a person who is a good quality manager, he will have higher degree of power and a higher degree of achievement, but he might have a lower degree of appreciation? To those who are writing yes, tell me, can I make this statement? A person who is having high degree of a person like an effective manager is having high degree of power and high degree of achievement, but he is having 0 degree of appreciation. Can I make this statement? No, right? He will require it, but he will require it in a small manner. Understanding or not? So over here, the major thing which I want to let you know is that a person who is effective, who is like a good quality manager, they might require high degree of achievement and high degree of power also, but he might require a lower degree of appreciation. Okay, I'm not writing over here 0 degree of appreciation. Is it clear to all of you now? Please confirm in the chat box. Clear? Now, tell me, top level managers will have the highest degree of what? Highest degree of what? Power. You always said that. Middle level managers will have what? Middle level managers will have achievement. Lower level will have what? Need of appreciation. As simple as that. Tathastu, the theory completes. Nothing more to explain. Any doubts, please let me know in the chat box. But mind you, whenever I'm making a statement, mind you, ruko. Where is this chat going? Yes. Whenever I'm making this statement, do remember this thing because many people take it in a very wrong manner. Middle level managers will also need of power and need of appreciation, but that will be in the lower number or that will be in the lower degree, I would say. Highest will be need of achievement. Is this thing clear to you or not? Once I will take your doubt, don't worry. Is this thing clear to all of you? Right. Zero sum basically means once that group goals can become zero sum. Group goals zero sum as in that one party will win, another party will lose. For example, if you see Kim Jong-un, he is always on the winner side because he is using his personal power. He is using his personal power. Another party will always lose. So that, my friend, is your zero sum game. Okay. Zero sum is basically a finance term, but it is used in management because of David McClelland. Chalo, now let's solve any questions. Now, this is your RBI Grade B Phase 2 2019. Everybody, let me see how many students are there. Oh, 180. Wow. I think many people will quit in between. But I think I taught beautifully today. Good. Chalo. Tell me question number 1 ka answer. In journal parlance, Alderfer has condensed 5 needs of Maslow into 3 categories. What is the theory we are referring to? If you are not able to answer this question, then definitely you are not attentive. The answer will be option number D. Next question. There are various theories. R stands for ERG. R stands for E in ERG. Your answer will be relatedness. And level, this is level 1 or 2 of level 3 of, I would say, Alderfer. This is level 2. Okay, good. And yes, do not go into the state of overconfidence by solving these questions. These are very basic questions. PYQs are very, very easy. This I have told you yesterday also. But do not go into the state of overconfidence because that can hamper your preparation. Now try to address this question as well. To all the YouTube students, if you want to join the live classes, you have seen the quality, you can do so. And you know reality. Chalo chodo yaar. A lot of gyan today. See, what is the keyword which you are looking for over here? This is a basic question, 1 marker. Yes, this will be your extrinsic motivation because motivation is coming from outside. Okay, it will be your extrinsic. So answer will be option number B. Good. Tell me that particular motivation which is common to animals and to human. Yes, it will be basic. Basic motivation. Tell me that particular, I would say, motivation in which you will try to push yourself because you are adding something good. That will be, and yes, those who are not responding, you will have a tough time. I can guarantee you. So either you respond, either you do not join the live class only. That will be positive. Next question. Read the following statements and then select the most incorrect one. So you have to identify the incorrect one. Read the following theories and you have to identify the incorrect one. Content theories are also known as contemporary. No, they are known as traditional. Okay, and what are some other names? Content ko I can also write as content looks at specific needs. Process theory explains how. So these two statements are correct. Extended Maslow has 8. Yes, these are also known as motive, need-based, humanistic approach, whatever you want to call it as. Chaliye. So answer was C. Now, next question. Good, Srishti. Next question in front of you. According to Maslow theory of needs, identify the incorrect from below. Again, you have to identify incorrect. Wow, everybody is giving A. Salute to you. Very good. Very good. Only Shiv Neeraj, Shiva Neeraj. I'm sorry if I'm taking your name incorrect. Very good. Jagyanjeet. It's very good, Soumya. Very good, Sushant. Now, many of you are saying A. They are not even reading the question. Those who are saying A, have a water. You are just reading the first line of the question and not the full question. Those who are saying A, try to do one activity, slap yourself because the answer is option number E. Maslow identified 6 needs? No. Maslow identified 5 needs. Security needs are the primary needs? No. Which need is the primary? Primary means something which is the core from which you start. Which need is primary? Physiological needs. Physiological needs come at the topmost part? No, they comes at the bottommost part. So A is incorrect, B is incorrect, C is incorrect. Love, affection and friendship from his fellow things are the example of esteem? No, they are the example of level 3, which is social belongingness. So answer will be option number E. How many of you have said answer will be option number E? Good. Okay, tell me that particular need in which I will try to look for a clear surroundings. I will try to look for a clear surroundings. That will be aesthetics. That will be aesthetics. If I'm looking for no harm from the surroundings, then no harm, then it will be safety or security, whatever you want to call it as. Chalo, next question. Next question. One question I will give you, which is the big question. So let's see who answers it correctly. Because ऐसा तो नहीं easy question कर लिया and case study based question नहीं कर रहे. We will solve easy also and case study based also. Yes, it will be need to drive, control and influence. It will be need of power. This is a 1 marker, not 2 marker in RBI. Okay. Let's move forward to the next one. Now, this is a case study based question, so try to use your mind and then answer. जल्दबाजी में गलत नहीं करना है. Okay? So let's see who goes correct and who goes incorrect. And how many people are there? 175, right? I need at least 150 replies, then only I will discuss the question. Padho, padho. This is a good question. First answer I'm receiving is good, 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 good. E, some people are saying D, some people are saying E, some are saying A, some are saying B. This is the this is the most, I would say, good. सब बोल दो, E भी बोल दो कोई. See, let me read the question. John has been employed in a large marketing agency for several years, where he was steadily climbed up the corporate ladder. He recently learned about a smaller and more socially conscious advertising firm that values employees' well-being and socially responsibility. Impressed by their mission and potential to contribute meaningfully to society, John switched to join the new company. Upon joining the socially conscious firm, John is encouraged to engage in community projects, and the office environment exudes a sense of camaraderie and support from all the team members. However, he noticed a lack of clear promotion and pathways and feels uncertain. Okay. Additionally, the company focuses on social responsibility does not always translate to financial stability, resulting in occasional delays of salary. Okay, no pension plans are designed. While John is motivated by the company's values, he finds himself concerned about financial security. As per ERG, which need of John is not met? Okay, cool. Bataiye, what will be your answer? See, clearly, those people who are saying A, they are incorrect, because clearly it is given that he notices a lack of clear promotion and feels uncertain about long-term career growth. So growth need is not satisfied. This we can understood clearly. Okay. So answer cannot be A. Agreed. How many of you agreed with this? Resulting in the occasional delays of salary payment and no pension plans are also given. So pension plans and your salary payment is your level 1 needs of Alderfer. So your existence needs are also not fulfilled. So growth and existence both are not fulfilled. So answer most probably will be D. Answer most probably will be D, because it is clearly written the community projects in the office environment exudes a sense of camaraderie. This basically means that there is a social belongingness in the company. So relatedness need is fulfilled, but A and B is not fulfilled. The answer will be option number D. How many of you have marked your answer as D? How many of you has marked your answer as D? Good. Give a pat on your back. Those who are not able to mark, you have to read the question. And if is there any doubt on this question? Because clearly it is written sense of camaraderie was there, right? So social belongingness will be there. Financial security will be translated in your social financial security is your safety and security of Maslow, right? So that is also not fulfilled. So your existence need is totally not fulfilled over here. So A and B will be the right answer. Therefore, the correct answer will be D. Now, one more question before we move ahead. This is the homework which you have to do for descriptive writing. What is motivation? Explain different types of motive. Okay. So this is, you have to write in 150 words. If possible, write it in 100 words also. That is completely fine with me. But at least write. Okay. And read the concept notes or summary sheet, whatever you prefer, for the part which we have completed today. Now, I will ask you two questions before I conclude my today's class. First, how many of you are giving me a promise that yes, you will complete the homework which I am giving you today? It will not take more than a 2 hour. It will not take more than an hour in some things. All of you are saying yes. Let's see how many of you will betray me tomorrow. Chalo, cool. And second question is for all those students who are reading management for the very first time. How was the session? Were you able to understand the concept? You were able to understand the concept? Those who are having doubts, How will I teach? How will I not teach? Clear everything? Cool. So that's conclude our session. If you have any kind of concern that Jalas sir, please explain in Hindi, please explain in multiple other languages, do let me know right now. I hope the session was good for YouTube students also. The class concludes. Now, those who have doubts, they can ask me. Otherwise, let's conclude. Yes, different type of motivation, Mahima. Okay, like the positive, negative, that stuff you have to write. Yes, but this is just the start, my friends. A long journey is waiting for you. But definitely with RRR, we will rock. Don't worry for that. Okay, with RRR, we will do everything else. Ansh is asking regarding cognitive needs. The need to learn and would be clearly be a this need to learn and would be clearly be a growth need. People have a desire to explore and learn new things to understand how the world around them. Basically, यहाँ पे I think there is some spelling mistake. How the world around them works होना चाहिए. Basically, you can just say cognitive need is basically that particular need which makes you happy, which follows your hobby. Basically, this particular need will make your mind occupied by doing some extra work also. Okay. This need is to learn and would clearly be a growth need. Growth need as in, like, see, Alderfer didn't use the extended Maslow. He used the Maslow theory only. So you can call it as growth need if you want to, but I will advise you not to use it because Alderfer never classified this need as a growth. People have desire to explore and learn. Yes, they will definitely explore like hobbies and they will learn new things also because their mind is looking to the new things. For example, today only I was looking for how the mutual funds SIP is calculated or your NAV is calculated. So that's my cognitive needs. You are doing something extra so that you can preoccupy yourself. Simple. Cool. So what will be today's task for sake of retaining? I mean test quiz. Prakash, just read the concept notes. We will cover whole process by tomorrow. Yes. Rest everything is easy. Do not take the tension. Whenever I think that we have done too much today, we will stop. Okay. Where to get concept notes? You will get concept notes in your course. What is RRR? This I will tell you tomorrow. Yes, in homework question, what are the supposed to write different types of motives? You can write different types of motive, right? What is basic motives? What is learned motives? Or you can also write different types of motivation, positive motivation, negative motivation. You can amend the question by yourself. I just want you to write. कुछ भी लिखो, बस लिखो. Okay. The homework question, where should we send? You have to keep it by yourself. Don't worry, I will tell you how to evaluate. चलिए. Can you please tell me the portion of management question in FM and RBI? That is given in your notification, right? Just open the notification, you will find it. How to submit the answers? You do not have to submit. Just keep it by yourself. Aditi, you are raising your hand. So do you want me to unmute? Or is it by mistake? If it is by mistake, then lower your hand. Otherwise, I will unmute you.
गुड मॉर्निंग
Yes,
सर.
हाँ जी. Yes,
सर
yes.
एक्चुअली मेरे को ये पूछना था कि आपने बोला था कि जब भी हम एस्टीम की बात करेंगे तो वो हरदम हायर एस्टीम होगा.
Hmm.
सर लेकिन आपने बताया कि जो हायर एस्टीम होता है वो इंट्रिंसिक होता है
Hmm.
और जो लोअर होता है वो एक्सट्रिंसिक होता है. तो
Hmm.
फिर यहाँ पे कैसे कि हायर में इंट्रिंसिक?
नहीं, see, when you go back to the theory of Maslow, if you go back to theory of Maslow, they have just written esteem. They have not mentioned which esteem is there. Is it a lower or higher?
यस
So
सर.
we are taking it as higher esteem only. Civil higher esteem. अब आगे जाके आपको एक थ्योरी मेरे को और पढ़ानी है जिसका नाम है फेडरिक हंसबर्ग थ्योरी, जिसमें हम लोग सैटिस्फायर्स एंड वी विल आल्सो डिस्कस रिगार्डिंग hygiene factors. वहां पे ये concept काम आएगा. तो tomorrow your doubt will be addressed. But right now, my basic understanding was, if I'm saying esteem, then you have to
यस
take it
सर.
as higher esteem only, not lower esteem.
ओके सर. वन
जैसे
मोर
अगर मैं
थिंग.
आपसे पूछूं मैस्लो की कितनी नीड्स थी बताओ.
सर 5.
अब मैंने एक्सटेंडेड मैस्लो पूछा तो आप 8 बोलोगे, राइट?
यस यस.
तो यही यहाँ पे कंसेप्ट है. मैंने एस्टीम बोला तो वो कौन सा एस्टीम है? हायर एस्टीम. सिंपल. ओके.
ओके
हाँ
ओके.
जी.
हाँ जी सर. सर एक चीज और. सर जब आपने बात करी कि मैकलैंड वाली थ्योरी की उसमें नीड फॉर अचीवमेंट, सर यू सेड कि सुंदर पिचाई का एग्जांपल लिया था आपने कि
हम्म,
ही विल अवॉइड हाई रिस्क एंड लो, मतलब लो रिस्क
हाँ,
सिचुएशन में वो हैंडल करेंगे और हाई रिस्क में नहीं. तो सर ये कैसे मतलब?
ये कैसे मतलब? यानी देखो, जो हाई रिस्क प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं उसमें चांसेस ऑफ फेलियर बहुत होते हैं,
हम्म.
राइट? सो अगर सुंदर पिचाई जैसा बंदा अगर फेल हो रहा है तो उसको कितना बुरा लगेगा, राइट?
हम्म हम्म
जैसे अगर
हम्म
आप प्रधानमंत्री मोदी का एग्जाम्पल लो, इफ ही लाइक जो बाइडन का
हम्म
एग्जाम्पल ले लो, जो बाइडन इज नॉट
हम्म,
लाइक ही इज द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द यूएस, बट समटाइम्स ही डूज दैट मिस्टेक विच इवन अ थर्ड क्लास कंट्री विल नॉट डू। सो उसको
ओके।
अंदर से बुरा तो लगता होगा कि क्यों करा,
हम्म
राइट? सो हाई रिस्क सिचुएशन
यस।
में हमेशा चांसेस होते हैं कि आप फेल हो सकते हो, और कोई भी अचीवमेंट पर्सन विल नेवर बी फेल्ड,
ओके
राइट? उसको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा कि वो फेल हो। तो इसलिए वो हाई रिस्क
ओके।
प्रोजेक्ट्स नहीं लेते हैं वो लोग। वो बोलते हैं कि इसमें फेलियर के
सो
चांसेस
यहाँ पे
ज्यादा
ना
है।
कॉन्ट्रा।
हाँ,
हम्म
दो
हम्म
मिनट।
हम्म,
हाई रिस्क सिचुएशन में हमेशा मैं चाहूंगा कि मेरे को नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि मैं उसमें फेल हो सकता हूँ। ओके। अब लो रिस्क सिचुएशन क्यों? क्योंकि बहुत इजी काम है, वो कोई भी कर लेगा। तो मैं क्यों किसी एक नीड ऑफ
हम्म,
अचीवमेंट से यू कराऊं? मैं नीड ऑफ अचीवमेंट उसको
ओके
ही कराऊंगा, उसको चैलेंजिंग वर्क दूंगा जो कि मॉडरेट रिस्क होगा, ना ज्यादा ना कम। ओके।
ओके।
और कोई डाउट?
सर
समझ
बट
आया?
ना कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी हो रहा है यहाँ पे।
क्या?
कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी हो रहा है, वो कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी ये हो रहा है कि अगर सपोज कोई भी इंसान है, अगर वो उसको नीड ऑफ अचीवमेंट है,
हाँ।
नीड फॉर अचीवमेंट है, तो फिर अगर वो रिस्क नहीं लेगा, सो फिर
ना ना
मतलब वो
ना ना
कैसे
ना
कि
ना ना, मैंने ये नहीं बोला कि रिस्क नहीं लेगा, वो लेगा, बट वो मॉडरेट रिस्क लेगा। वो हाई रिस्क नहीं लेगा और लो रिस्क नहीं लेगा, क्योंकि अगर आपने हाई रिस्क ली तो आपके फेलियर के
ओके
चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएंगे। आप यूं समझो कि
ओके
पर्सन हु इज ड्रिवन बाय नीड ऑफ अचीवमेंट विल ट्राई टू टेक दोज
हम्म
प्रोजेक्ट्स व्हिच इज हैविंग मैनेजेबल रिस्क और मॉडरेट रिस्क। सिंपल।
ओके
ओके, वो रिस्क
ओके
लेगा, मैंने ये बिल्कुल नहीं बोला वो रिस्क नहीं लेगा। ओके।
ओके सर, गॉट इट,
कूल।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
हाँ जी।
यस
ऑल द
सर,
बेस्ट।
थैंक यू।
यस। एनीवन who would again want to ask their doubts? Should I homework? No, no, no. Do not post your homework on discussion tab, because we will not evaluate it. I will tell you tomorrow that how we will do the evaluation. Yes, Manish, how many times should I have to say yes? You don't have to send your answers. Can you please explain aesthetic? Aesthetic is like beautification. Like you would have seen that how people, once they make notes, they are adding a flower, they are adding certain more designs in their notes because they are driven by need of aesthetic. Aesthetic is like you will try to make sure that you beautify your things. Simple. Priya is asking, will this class be held daily? Only two classes will be done on YouTube. Rest will be done for paid students. Inside. Kalyan, your answer will be inside. All these neat theories is work for, yes, working भी बोल सकते हो, or you can write it for personal use as well. So please explain personal power and social power. Personal power is like I will win the race and you will lose. Like मेरे को मेरी चलानी है. That's my personal power. Social power basically means सबका साथ होना चाहिए. सबका साथ, सबका विकास. Everybody should be developed once I am a leader. So that's is your social power. Yes, yes. Ujjwal, you can do so. Yes, Mahima, your corporate, like you cannot have transcendence in corporate perspective. Transcendence means like साधु. आपने अपनी जॉब छोड़ दी है और आप निकल चुके हो हिमालय में साधु बनने. So that's your corporate में आप transcendence लगा ही नहीं सकते. Because transcendence means what? That you are leaving the world altogether. Material world को पीछे रख दिया है आपने. चलिए. So please explain personal and social. Evening classes. Was the evening classes yesterday rescheduled? Because I saw the timing at 7:30. I'm not able to understand doubt of Rahul. Rahul, you can talk us on 8146207241. So if a low level manager will have a need of appreciation because they are not, low level manager will be having higher degree of need of appreciation because they love to chit chat, right? A person who is on the higher level will also love to chit chat, but not in that much manner. Okay, they will just try to do the chit chat on a very smaller manner, but a lower level employee will do it for a maximum time. They will drink tea, they will drink coffee, they will do anything else. That's why lower level employee will have a higher need of appreciation. All theories is for working professionals. Matlab, I'm not able to understand the doubt, Suman. Chalo, I'm waiting for 5 more minutes, then I will conclude. Sir, how can be a aesthetic be a need? Totally right. Aesthetic is a choice, but we have to understand it from extended Maslow theory. According to that, that's a need. When will this recording be available? In 24 hours. But transient can also be leading a zen like when a person is working in corporate life. You can relate to it, but transience basically means sadhu. Transience basically means that you will not withdraw any salary from the office. I have never seen an individual who will not withdraw a salary from the office. So transient is practically impossible once you are working in the company. Okay. Yes, very good, Rajendra. You can make that statement. ट्रांजेंट तो कभी भी आ सकता है. नहीं नहीं, वो तभी आएगा जब आपने सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन ले लिया हो, अकॉर्डिंग टू एक्सटेंडेड मैस्लो. बट यस, वो कभी भी आ सकता है अकॉर्डिंग टू द जर्नल थ्योरी. ओके, आई मीन सबसे लास्ट लेवल. ओके, ठीक है. So I have addressed all the doubts. I hope I have done justice to your time also. It's 9:41. Go back to your homes, or already if you are sitting in your homes. So those who leave their job and spread spirituality, they come under transience. Yes, they spread spirituality. Yes, you can say that. Uh, Jeno, could you please explain the answer of the last question in the discussion? Which last question you are referring to? Just watch the recording, you will come to know. Okay. Homework question, you will get the PDF. Don't worry, this is the homework question. Chaliye, on that note, let's end the class now. Bye bye. Take care. Have your rest. And we will meet tomorrow to continue this particular class as well. RRR बताओ ना सर. RRR कल आप देखो फिर ही समझ में आएगा. ओके, चलिए, बाय बाय, टेक केयर एंड हैव अ गुड डे अहेड.